Hi, boys and girls. We are going to do another Google form today talking about plot development. I try to switch it up a little bit though. So today, instead of reading something or reading like short little excerpts and deciding the parts of the plot, we're going to watch a Pixar short film. It's about 5 minutes long, and it's about a stork. It's called Partly Cloudy. You can watch it as many times as you need in order to decide the different parts of the plot. So again, these are the main parts of a story, written or, of course, movies. Exposition is the beginning of the story. Then you have the rising action. Those are all the steps that are taken until you reach that climax or turning point in the story where the main character solves the problem. So, or where things change. And also the conflict, which is the problem, is usually told in the exposition in the beginning of the story. Because once you meet the characters, you know who they are, what they're about, you learn whatever the protagonist's main issue is, or the problem, or something they're trying to solve, or what's coming their way. And then the rising action are all the steps they take in order to solve that problem, reach the problem, end the problem, whatever it may be. Again, remember, the problem can be another person. It can be a bad guy. It can be a nature, remember, man versus man, man versus nature, man versus society. So there's lots of different things that can be the conflict. The turning point in the story is when whatever the main problem is solved or figured out. And then you have the falling action where things starts explaining, getting towards the end. And then the resolution is the ending, how everything works out for that character. Okay, so when you scroll down, you have Partly Cloudy. This is the clip. When you're just going to click play. You can make it bigger if you need to. You don't have to do that. It will play a Pixar short film. You can pause it. You can hit play, pause it, go back and forth as many times as you need. And then go ahead down. There are 6 questions, all of which having to do with plot. So it's asking you, what's the exposition? What's the conflict? So what's the main problem? What's the issue? The rising action, the climax or turning point, when things change in the story. So it's kind of like they're no longer dealing with the issue, the problem. Things have changed. It's turned around. The falling action, coming down from that, mountain of, it's kind of like good stories have long rising actions because it's building up until you get to that point where you're like, oh my goodness. So the falling action is kind of coming down from that. Remember, the rising action is always the longest part in the story. The falling action and the resolution are usually very short towards the end. So then you have what's the falling action and then what is the resolution. And then you're going to hit the submit button. Everybody have fun. You can watch the video as many times as you need in order to answer the questions. Again, any questions, private message me, or you can jump on to the Zoom meeting that I have every day at 12:45 if you need help. Have a lovely Wednesday. See everybody soon.